You may not be the type of woman that men want to marry. If you don't have men trying to, when they date you and do get a chance to know you, and they don't want to marry you, they don't want to be with you, you might be the problem. Because that's never been a problem in my life. And it's never been a problem for many of the women I know. And this is not for everybody. But I'm saying to the women who tend to be nasty, mean-spirited, constantly got an ego, projection, high standards, demanding, picky, never happy, constantly high maintenance. Everything's a problem. And that's not just black women. There are many women, white, black, Latina, who struggle to be married. For these type of women, there is an overall lack of awareness that they are the problem.
She's not wifey material, bro. She's not wifey material. I'm gonna say this. There are a lot of good women. There are a lot of beautiful, sweet women that exist. All women are not bad. And I'm saying even the far majority of these solid women are still not wife material. It is what it is. You know, I was thinking about the state that I'm in now, man. Like, when I say the state, meaning like most of my friends, most of my you know, the brothers I talk to on a regular basis are in long-term situations, long-term relationships. A lot of my friends are married. A lot of my brothers are the brothers that are looking for wives, looking for these long-term commitments, as opposed to the state that I was in 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when a lot of brothers that I rubbed elbows with were these fear guys that were like, all right, you know, women are doing this, so run for the hills, and, you know, just operating from a place of lack and fear when it came to women. So you got to understand the state that I'm in is completely different. And I'm still saying that the far majority, I'm still standing on 95% of women aren't wife material. Right? I'm not saying that 95% of women are bad, but they're not wife material. So this information I'm putting out today, man, is really gonna be twofold for both sisters and brothers. For you brothers that are saying, you know what, man, okay, I'm looking for someone that at least I'm trying to go the long route with. I'm going to tell you 3 factors to look for, bro. Three factors to measure her up against. And the same thing, sisters, if you take heed, you know, you'll say, okay, I can kind of understand what brothers are looking for. You know, and I'll say the last one for last, because I understand the last one is where the greatest separation is going to be, right? But I'm going to say this, bro. She's not a wife material if she's not your intuitive plug. If she's not your intuitive plug, she's not wife material. And I kind of spoke on this briefly. I made a video last week. It was kind of an extension of another video where I was talking about this real quick. But if she's not your for example, when I say she's not your intuitive plug, like I'm always talking about as above, so below. As above, so below. As within, you know, so without. You have to understand that when a woman comes into your life, she's her responsibility is to cover that spiritual area. Not 100%, but that's part of her responsibility. In other words, you know, just like in the physical, we say, you know what, a man is supposed to protect and provide and do this and XYZ and do all these things. Your woman is supposed to be doing that in the spiritual world for you. Like if your woman doesn't understand what it means to protect you, to cover you, if she doesn't understand that, bro, she's not a wife. Meaning when you leave the house and you're going out on your grind, when you're going out hanging with the partners, when you're doing whatever, she's literally putting she's literally putting spiritual protection over you. Your woman has that capability. Your woman has that capability. Think about it. If we always talk about the Proverbs 5 woman can do damage, can drain you energetically, can strip you of your essence. Think about what that power is on the flip side. on the virtuous the Proverbs 31 woman. Your woman can literally put protection over you, bro. And if you have a real one, you'll feel it. But I'm telling you, if she doesn't understand her role in the spiritual realm pertaining to you, she's not wifey, bro. She's not wifey. Protecting and providing. If she's not pouring that into you, she's not wifey, man. So the thing is, it's not even about is your woman religious? Is your woman this? Is she? Hey, your woman could be any religion you want. Your woman could not go to any kind of, she could not participate in any kind of religious, but she has to be that intuitive plug for you, bro. And really, we could talk about that all day, man. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. You know, a lot of these cute, fine, sexy women, still good women, faithful women, they still don't understand that role. They still don't understand. They still don't understand that spiritual benefit that a man should get from her being in your life, right? So she must be that covering for you, brothers. She also must be like your spotter. You know, again, I'm still talking about the intuitive plug. She must be your spotter. In other words, if she's not your number one fan, if she's not your hype man, if she isn't that person that's saying, hey, you know what? Like, babe, I see you taking on this new project. Like I hear you talk about the ideas that you know, you want to do something new. I know you're talking about looking for a different job. I know you're talking about starting, you know, if she's not the one saying, babe, you got this. If she's not spotting you, if she's not identifying your weaknesses, saying, hey, you know what? You know, if you tweak this, you can move a little better. If she's not that person, she's not wifey material, bro. When I say you're a spotter, if she's not also watching your back, brother, I said this a million times. If she's not watching your back, brother, she's not wifey. I'm talking about watching your back in all areas. Watching your back, I mean, literally being an extension of you. If she's not watching your back in all areas, man, whether it's her identifying your partners in your life, whether she's identifying that your boss is kind of looking at you sideways and has a different agenda, whatever it is, man, she has to be that intuitive plug, and she's your spotter, bro. If she's not that, man, she's not wife material. She's not wife material. You have to understand, your woman has to be, again, not 100%, but your woman has to be that voice. Like, if source energy isn't speaking through her to feed you, she's not plugged in. She's not plugged in. And again, I'm saying it's not about religion. No, your woman can go to Sunday school and be a Bible teacher. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about being connected to that plug and distributing that data, distributing that information, distributing that level of protection back towards you. She must be your intuitive plug, brothers. So that's the first thing. The second thing, man, to understand if she's wife material, because if she's not this second one, man, she's definitely not wife material, and I'll explain. She must be your business partner. She must be your business partner. Now, let me say this. I know us as brothers, you know, we do a lot of networking. You know, we'll network with other brothers to start projects or businesses. You know, we'll collaborate as content creators, collaborate as business owners, and you know, do events together and together and all that stuff. But your woman, your wife, if she's going to be considered a wife, she has to be your business partner. And what I mean by that is she has to be integrated. She has to be integrated in your life on some level. On some level, let me say this, man, because this right here eliminates the far majority of this fear conversation when it comes to relationships and wives. And, you know, I'll say this. I would not marry anybody that I'm not getting LLCs with. Now, I'm not saying what a man should do. I'm talking about soul now. There's no way in the world I would get married to somebody I'm not getting LLCs with. Somebody I'm not buying land with. Somebody I'm not starting businesses with. There's no way in the world I would do it. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you got to understand that alone eliminates all this conversation about, bro, don't get mad. She's going to take half and she's going to do all this fear talk. My opinion is that a lot of that fear talk it comes from a place of not understanding what marriage is. Marriage, it's a business decision. It's a business decision. So for me, I'm not making a business decision with somebody I'm not doing business with. See, I can love somebody without all that. I'm not talking about committed relationships. I'm talking about men making women their wives. There's no way in the world I would make a woman my wife that I'm not getting LLCs with. You know what I'm saying? Just working together in some capacity. If she isn't integrated in your life in some capacity, bro, don't wife her. She's not, you know, and I understand this. Man. I understand that it's different at different phases of life. Because if a young man is meeting a woman and they get together and they plan on having children, they have 2 children, 3, 4 children, whatever, then of course if you're a real one, you want the primary, you want the majority of your wife's energy going toward taking care of those kids and being at home and taking care of home and living that life, because that's a whole other full-time job, right? But even then, y'all should be working together on some level. Even then, when you're out calling plays and buying land and buying properties and she should still be integrated in some fashion. But you got to understand, coming from my demographic, well, my son is older and all this stuff. I don't have any small children, like a woman coming to my life, like it got to be grind mode together. For a number of reasons. One, because that's the majority of my life. Like my conversation, my actions, it surrounds the things that I'm into. It surrounds my work. It surrounds me moving forward. So that alone, a woman in my life is going to have to be on that same page. But like I said, man, it just eliminates a lot of the fear talk people talk about. And at the same time, you got to understand the way a woman's mind works, bro. Like, you have to understand that a woman is, and I've said this a million times, you got to understand, man, how deep a woman is connected to mission. You have to understand how deep a woman is connected to mission. Like, we've already broken down how women are attracted to a man with purpose. Look at that. Look at the deeper level of that. She's attracted to mission. She's attracted to where are we going? What are we trying to accomplish? So you got to understand, man, when you and wifey are together, y'all are knocking down mountains together. She's your helpmate in starting these businesses, and you have to understand that bond is being strengthened. So for somebody to come in and so for another man to come in and strip that, but it's going to be very difficult for a man to come into your world and strip your woman, take your woman, convince your woman to step outside when she's integrated into the mission. Now, if she's just sitting over there looking pretty, if she's just over there cute, fine, and thick, you grind, you come back and you spoil, you grind, you come back and spoil, then a man that comes and offer her mission, he's going to take her mind. You understand, women are mission oriented. They're mission oriented. So so what I'm saying is, if a woman isn't about that life where she's trying to integrate into your life, she's not trying to be your business partner on some level. Whether she's smart, whether she's playing a small background role, or she's in the trenches with you at times, making decisions and calling. She has to be your business partner on some level, bro. She's not wifey. She's not wifey. You know what I'm saying? And the third one, man, is, and now this is the one I know a lot of people are gonna feel some kind of way. A lot of sisters are gonna feel some kind of way. I'm gonna tell you this, bro, and this is a deciding factor. And I know a lot of times we want to say that women of color usually have these certain traits. I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I'm gonna speak about that later. But I'm gonna tell you this: it's all women. When we talk about these things, sisters are doing this and this, it's all women are doing it. Because there are groups in all areas and races and creeds and cultures where women aren't doing it, right? This third one is, man, if she's not serving you, she's not wife material. I know this is where a lot of y'all hit the thumbs down button. Feel free. If she's not serving you, brothers, she's not wife material. If you aren't serving your man, sisters, you're not wife material. And what I mean by that is, if you aren't the first thing on her mind when she wakes up, if she's laying next to you and your alarm goes off, and the first thing in her mind is, what does my man need? How can I make his life? He's up now. How can I make his life better? What is he getting ready to do? I know his routine. He's getting ready to get up. He's getting ready to go in there and open the blinds. He's getting ready to make coffee. He's getting ready to do X, Y. How can I make his life better? If her demeanor isn't that at all times, brother, she is not wifey material. If she is not serving you, brothers, I said it right. That's a strong word. If she is not serving you, because see, a lot of women will refer to you as king. But is she treating you like a king? Is she putting your well-being at the top of the priority list? If she's not wifey material, bro. She's not wifey material. What do you mean, soul? Go deeper, soul. I'm gonna say this, man. You have to understand, yes, serving you is a very strong word. But you gotta understand, that's what we've been doing the whole time. That's our nature as a man. You know what I'm saying? When we wake up, first thing we wake up, man, our first thing is everybody okay? Is wifey good? Is my girl good? You gotta think about this. Every single time y'all go out to eat, 90+% of the time y'all go out to eat. Let me say that. There's no question as of who's going to pay this bill. Like who's getting the bill? Who's making sure mortgage is paid? Who's making sure the cars are paid? If somebody breaks in the house, whose responsibility is to get up? Like there's no conversation. The front door opens. There's no conversation on, hey, let's play, whatever that's called, charades or whatever, to see who's going to check on who broke in the house. There's no question. It's not even up for debate. The car needs the oil change. The trash needs to be taken out. It's not a question on who's going to do it. There are a million areas in life, man, where it's certain things that we as men do that is not even up for discussion. And I'm telling you, if you are providing for your girl, if you are looking out for her best interest in this third dimensional plane, you are serving her. You are serving your woman. So, and the thing is this is where the hard conversation comes in, because we as men, we know we already do that. But the question is, when we get drained or when we get fed up is when a woman doesn't do that in return. Because, and I said this last week, a lot of women still feel that just being a woman entitles them to a certain level of treatment without giving anything back. All races, white, black, green, blue, Hispanic, Asian, A lot of women think that just because they're women, means they don't have to give anything back. I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I can easily say that this right here alone has kept me out of a lot of relationships. But the beautiful thing is that this is something I had the opportunity and still have the opportunity to see my mom do. I've seen my mom do this her whole life. As strong and black and powerful as my mom is, man, entrepreneur, business, I mean, she's all that. She can operate and function on her own. She's been like that for as long as I can remember. She's always, when it comes to, her husband, it's always been serve. She serves. And in return, she gets back. And when I say serve, meaning, hey, you know what? I'm making sure he eats good. I'm making sure his plate is made. I'm making sure his home is clean. I'm making sure I'm doing all my wifely duties. She serves. And in return, ma'am, I've seen my mother. In return, I've seen women that move like this get treated like royalty. This is what a lot of women don't understand. A lot of women want that royal treatment. A lot of women want men that send these texts throughout the day. Babe, I'm missing you. I'm thinking about you. Hey, let's go out to grab a bite to eat. Let's do this. Let's take a trip. A lot of women want that life, but they think just because they're women, they deserve it. No, you have to pour back in. It's a give and take. A lot of women want this royal life. But they don't understand that, hey, once I serve this man that's already serving me, I'll get that thing. Because you got to understand, we as men take pride in being able to pour into our women and bless our women and spoil our women and massage our women, take our women to, like we as men enjoy that. But if we aren't getting anything back, a smart man won't move like that. Like I know a lot of y'all brothers move like that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's because you hadn't seen it. I don't know if you don't think you're worthy of it. But you can't move around. You can't roam this planet calling yourself a king or a god if you aren't demanding the woman in your life to move like that. I'm gonna tell you this, brothers. If she's not serving you, man, she is not wifey material. All I'm saying is this, man. I love seeing the energy that's taking place. I love seeing, like when I say the energy that's taking place, like this whole fear-based conversation, women, that whole fear-based conversation is starting to die down. And it's starting to die down because it's getting old. It's gotten old. It's like people are like, okay, we've been talking about this for 5 years. Like let's really start getting to the nuts and bolts of what's taking place. And it's not about pointing fingers. It ain't about pointing fingers. It's about just moving in a certain energy to get a certain result. Because when I was moving in a lower vibrating energy, then every woman that came my way, whether she was white, black, Latino, whatever, she had this certain energy. But once I elevated my mindset, once I elevated just my walk, then every woman that came in my life, man, was of a different echelon, man.